we're back. I have like a little bit of a headache, but it's fine. $23. Being able to insta-mine is like so cool. But yeah, today we're just gonna be hanging out. Nothing too strenuous. I've never picked up lapis ore. Really? I suppose I should just grab some deep slate. And some of that. Actually, we don't need these, but we do want these. You don't ever really realize just how short a beacon range is. Blah. No idea how long this is going to go, but it will probably be fine. Okay. We need tiles, polished, and chiseled. Hi, MA. It is good to see you too. Shoot, I actually need to... I should probably know, like, how this pattern goes. Yep, it is still here, MA. Okay, so the top is spaced out by 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Actually, hold on. This isn't on shuffle, I don't think. No, okay, it is. It's just... No, it's not. It's not on shuffle. Hold on. Why is this not on shuffle? There we go. Shoot, now I need to count this again. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Been enthusiastic there, MA? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. So close. Oh, this is 10. Which means this is where the brick goes. Oh, I'm like full on inventory. Okay. Shoot. It's fine. I just remembered I still need to do the video for tomorrow. Luckily I did the picture already, but I still need to do the song video for tomorrow. Whoops. Maybe shouldn't have forgotten that. Kind of an important thing to do. What other game on Friday? No clue. Honestly, I'm kind of just down to keep playing Fall Guys. After all that. But, I don't know. Probably would be good to vary it up once in a while anyway, but... Bruh. Also, how the heck did I get so much stuff? There's just a lot of stuff. Boy. Alright. This isn't going to help the storage problem at all, but who cares? Getting kind of bored with Fall Guys. I mean, eh. I don't really have anything else to comment. It's just eh. Kinda not. I mean, I've been bored with Minecraft plenty of times, but I've played it every single week for like the past long time. Hold on, I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't know how long. Shoot. Do I really need to go get shulker boxes? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'd be down to try other games. I don't know. I guess my thing is that I'm just, Fall Guys can be frustrating and boring and whatnot, but, I mean, when I switched to Terraria from Minecraft, actually an interesting question. I don't think I would, specifically because I like the 3D sandbox aspects of Minecraft. Minecraft is much more of a sandbox game than a progression-based game like Terraria. Minecraft's at its best when it's just being able to mess around and build stuff. So, I could see myself getting into Terraria pretty easily, but I don't think it would ever replace Minecraft, if you get what I'm saying. going so fast that I'm literally going faster than I can place blocks. But yeah. See, I think the key to enjoying games is probably moderation. I don't know. Because, like, what we could do is that if we play something else on Friday and we absolutely hate it, we're going to be, like, crawling back to Fall Guys, and it's going to be funny. But, yeah. I don't know about having my heart, but it will always have an appeal. Yeah. Minecraft's appeal is different from Terraria's, which means that they aren't really games to compete with each other. They're more complementary, I'd say. Terraria does some things better, Minecraft does other things better. And that's good, because it means that they aren't just like copies of each other, and that gets boring. Why is there just a lantern on the ground here? I've been up for like a long time today, and I kind of got like a bit of a headache, so initially I was gonna actually like try and do stuff in this Minecraft stream, but I decided, nah, I'm just gonna make it like a chill kind of thing, because my head hurts, so. I am using a pickaxe that you so graciously named. Where'd I go today? Nowhere. I didn't go anywhere. I've just been up for a long time. And that's gravel. God dang it. What I want to see not right now. It's just begging me to go work on the stupid tub, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to. But the game just is insistent. It's being insistent, and it's annoying. I never grabbed any shulker boxes. I meant to go do that. My mistake. But yeah. I was out most of the day? Yeah. No. This chest is almost full, which means I'm gonna need to move my dirt. But yeah. I don't know. I guess this isn't so much that I was up most of the day, more so that it is I've been up most of the day and I didn't get a lot of sleep. My head hurt last night too, so I don't know what's going on, but I actually got water this time. I'm trying to get better about remembering to bring water to streams because I need to drink more water. So we will be taking our legally mandated water break later. Can the gravel just not be like that? I don't know what it is. I haven't been in like a huge music making mood lately. There's like a couple I have in progress right now. I actually finished one today, but not really been the energy. Yeah. Maybe my headaches do come from lack of water, but I'm trying to be better about that. I used to not like get lunch at all. Which isn't exactly water, but a similar problem. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. Can the gravel not, please? I also almost missed the stream today. Because I was doing other stuff and shower late. Yada yada yada. My mouth doesn't get dry too often. That's not a cattail health problem. Trademark. Yeah. It's always good to have you here, MA. Nope. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do some math again. And by math, I mean basic addition and counting because apparently I struggled in kindergarten or something. 4, so it's 5. Yeah, game nights are great. I always love just like hanging out. It's great. Oh, also MA, the Wednesday stream is probably going to be early because my brother and I have been talking about this for a bit, but he has like his own YouTube channel with his own like friend group and stuff. So on Wednesday, I was gonna stream a bit early because I was gonna play Among Us with them. So if you're wondering what's happening Wednesday, originally I was just gonna play Among Us, like, you know, public lobby stuff, but I don't know. Opportunity knocks, I guess. Also preface this by saying that their brand of humor is very different. Like, extremely different from all of us. So if I get taken down from Twitch, it's probably going to be their fault. I mean, if I haven't gotten taken down from Twitch already, then I probably don't need to worry, but if there's like a hit squad after me, it's their fault. At what time are we streaming on Wednesday? Don't know. I just know it's going to be early. They are notoriously bad with scheduling things. And by that, they typically just don't know what they're doing until like 5 minutes before they do it. I just know it's probably going to be before 9, so... Also, who knows how long it's going to run. Could run 3 hours, could run like 4, or 2. Probably 2, but... I don't know, man. See, I'm like the opposite of their they're literally called energy, but like I'm like the opposite kind of thing where I have like an actual stream schedule and everything. Yeah, some of the stuff I play can be a bit random, but like I have a schedule and I stick to it. They're just I don't know if insane is the right word, but it's probably pretty close. But yeah. It's kind of weird that I've been like hanging out with them a bit more this past year, but I don't know. I guess it's the kind of thing where I'm just there. So if they need an extra person to hang out with, I just typically don't have anything going on at that time. So, is their sense of humor dark? I don't know about dark being the right word. It's more so just blatantly offensive half the time. But not like in a malicious way, more so in a kind of like a high school humor type way, but like they're older than me, so that's even more hilarious. Also, the humor really varies from person to person in their group, so you never know. Non-PC humor. That's an aspect of it, yes. They're really all over the place. I don't know. They probably aren't that bad, but it's just a heavy contrast. I'll put it that way. Also, I try to remain pretty chill, like when we're just doing game nights and stuff and hanging out. But when I'm around them, the gloves come off. Like, I don't hold back. So, I don't like not holding back because I think it's like rude and mean, but it's just kind of the way it works, you know. No swearing though. I don't swear. They do, but I don't. Kind of random crackhead humor. What did I? No, I didn't mess up. I'm just stupid. I'm stupid, but again. Also, their theme song isn't nearly as cool, so... figure where you can watch it. This stream. I mean, if you... You can go to any of my channels, and I have a link in my channel to their second channel, which I regularly appear on. And from there you can find their main channel, which is a very roundabout way of doing it, but if you do want to find their YouTube channel, that would be the way to do it. As like a kind of direct link. Indirect. Roundabout. Roundabout. But yeah, our theme song is so much cooler. Definitely not biased. Hope you don't forget. Yeah. Yep, your theme is in here, MA. 4, 8, 9. Okay. This is why it's nice just being able to shred everything. Granite, that, and that. Look at that. It's fantastic. Okay. And I have no clue. No, I was gonna say no clue and no idea at the same time. But no clue what I'm gonna put over here. Wait, even more stone. Remember when I cared about proper lighting? Good times. I will say though, for as much as I haven't been making new music, I have been remastering some old stuff recently. This being one of them. Like, this stuff is pretty old, you know? Not that, because it's already been 45 minutes. I should probably go check on the pumpkin farm to make sure it hasn't overflown. Because this thing produces pumpkins alarmingly fast. Okay, it wasn't loaded. Okay. I guess my render distance isn't as high as I thought it was. Look at all those blocks of iron. Blocks of iron. I think it's time for some water. All right. Are there lanterns in here? There are. Okay, let's do some quick calculations for the lantern distances. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. I didn't do the roof for that one. Whoops. Left. Right. Left. There we go. Left, right, left. Now I need to do the roof for this one over here. All right. shoot, I didn't do the actual pattern. I was not expecting there to be thunder. All right. Now instead of being completely walled off, it's going to have the illusion that it has stuff in every direction. But I can get my dirt storeroom. That's a plus, I guess. I never even finished the top floor. Because the cobble storeroom was never finished. I guess I could finish it now. No reason not to. If I accidentally mine into a cave, I'm gonna be very upset. A lot of the 498 songs need remasters, like, really badly. I didn't even really like this one when I first made it. There's a reason they haven't been re-released. The cover also probably needs updating. Oh, I'm full. Wait, this is also full. Hold on. Other shulker, go. Six. Seven. 8. 9. I don't think the darkness is helping me. 10. Hello, MA. If them to finish using the sink. Huh. Guess they're cleaning their own dishes? No clue. I was thinking about uploading this one tomorrow, but I decided not to because the picture for this one is one I started working on a while ago and just lost motivation for. I was going to release this one in the fall, but I decided not to, and then it was a whole thing. Also, I definitely need to repair my pickaxe. If you ever feel confused because I'm like jumping around topics too fast, that's just how I always think. I think it's bad on the outside. See, it's not so much I jump between topics. It's like I have 4 different topics going on at the same time, and I'm expecting to keep up with all of them. So that's, I didn't need to mine this wall. I just did it right there. It's like... Talking about changing the topics immediately changes topic to like, this is a good looking wall. Yeah. 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 No, like in conversation, I can do the same thing. The thing is I'm a very reactionary conversationalist, I would say. I need more deep slate. Yeah, what I mean by reactionary conversationalist is that typically I wait for someone else to say something first. But then I'll just go off and start going on a tangent and they're just like, what the heck? I need more cobbled deep slate, so we're going to be doing that after this, probably. Which means more mining, yay. Actually, I should mine out the rest of the room first before going for the repair job. See, it's not so much I build off of what they say, it's more so I just let them make their entire point, and then I respond, like, and then they cut me off, and then I'm just like, okay, keep going then. And then I say another thing, and then they cut me off again, and then I get sick of it and I cut them off, but then I immediately feel bad. So that's part of why streaming is so nice, because the conversation's like just taken at the pace of chat, basically, and how fast I can read it. It's like texting, but you don't get left on red. Most of the time. I've noticed I tend to cut people off if I know the point that they're making, but they're just taking a long time to make the point. Which is a weird, like, thing to kind of do, but it's like, you know, I know exactly what they're saying, and then my brain is just, like, already working a mile a minute. So, I don't know. I try not to cut off people, though, when they're actually, like, super passionate about talking about something, even if I know what they're talking about. Because that could get annoying, and also, I wouldn't like it if someone cut me off in that case. But if they're, like, making a point in an argument, then that's different. I have tiles too. But yeah. Definitely need more deep slate. Somehow I both saw and didn't see that coming at the same time, Emma. I just realized I'm gonna need to... I did it again. Why am I so consistently good at failing? This is like when you make the test and then you fail the test. That's how bad this is. Okay. I need more birch. Are you kidding me? See, like, Emma, it's... I don't know. More Cattail backstory time, but one of the things that happened to me when I was really young is I was one of the special kids, one of the gifted kids, one of the kids that they wanted to give extra homework to, and they ended up ruining the future of. So I bet that explains a lot, but one thing that also kind of had the side effect of is that I'm both confident in my own work, but at the same time, like, don't think anyone cares. Which is, like, true, but you could blame the education system for that one. I was so bored in school, I read the dictionary. It wasn't the whole thing, it was one of the pocket dictionaries, but I was that bored. This was before I first started drawing in sketchbooks. I didn't have that outlet yet. Once I got those, it was over. Also, I was one of those kids who would always do the research but never do the homework. So I was good in group projects, but I wouldn't do the homework. Just my entire mentality is that, oh, if it's only me on the line, who cares? It's also probably just explains a lot about a lot of things, but who likes homework? Yeah, but it's like, I never did the homework. I would have been a straight A student if I did the homework. I was a straight A student when I did the homework. Then I just stopped because I realized homework is cringe. Well, I always knew that, but doing homework was cringe. So then I became a B student. And I graduated a B student, kind of. I don't know, the whole graduation story is something for a different time. See, the thing is that I'm really good at retaining information. It's just, I don't care. That's my kind of thing, my kind of deal. It's like, I have, okay, here's a little bit of perspective. Here's a little bit of perspective on my, on my memory, right? So, there are characters I created back in 3rd grade who have, like, whole story arcs that were made while I was in 3rd grade. I never wrote them down, and I still remember them now. Like, beat for beat. And yes, I was probably a better writer in 3rd grade than half the people in Hollywood now. No, that's not an exceptionally high bar, but it is something. And I actually have proof I was a better writer because I wrote books for my class in 2nd grade. I wrote books for my class in 2nd grade, and everybody liked them so much that I started a whole trend of kids making books that the teacher would have to read aloud. And it was funny and great, and I still have them. They're in my room in, like, a plastic bin, like, right next to my desk. But yeah. No, I love writing stuff. I've tried like 7 times to write a book, but... See, the problem with quality... Maybe this is why everybody just gives up. But the problem with quality is that you end up caring so much about quality that you end up never being satisfied with chapter 1. Because you know where everything goes, but getting it off the ground is hard. It's like, I know how certain things go word for word, but... like... just getting off the ground. It's not even the connective tissue that's the problem. It's just starting it. It's like, why? But yeah. Also, when I eventually do finally get around to finish writing a book, I will release it under the name Cattail, because I think that's funny. And also, I'd rather be known as Cattail. But, yeah. I don't know. More Cattail lore, I guess. If you wonder why I started making music, it was because I wanted to make stories, and music was just one of the avenues that took form in. That's also why I draw. Writing stories is so much more difficult than making music or drawing, at least in terms of getting a product that I'm somewhat satisfied with. I think it's easier because I know I'm never going to be the best at making, like, art or music. I'm just good enough at it to where it's passable. But with writing, I know that I'm, like, really good at it, so I hold myself to an even higher standard. So... but yeah. Like this song right here, the top floor. This song is specifically for a story, for a specific part of that story, and I bet you can guess what it is. Pretty self-explanatory with the name there. But yeah, that's where most of the music comes from. That's why random songs, the random songs collections are called random songs, because they're the ones that don't fit with anything else. So, yeah, the whole it's all connected thing. I don't know. Probably ramble a bit long on this kind of thing. As you can tie to the stories and vice versa. Yep. There's actually plenty of characters in the pictures and in the songs as well that were directly with the book that I tried to write like 3 times. 3 times, by the way. I started writing it 3 times. The 3rd time I'm probably gonna go back to again. I don't know. I got furthest the 2nd time, but then I added 2 more characters, so I had to start over. You know, as you do. Ride or Die? No, I have not. Never even heard of it. Plays an obnoxious sound when you stop writing for over 10 seconds. Huh. I have to force myself to use that sometimes. Yeah, that would be great, actually. Yeah. See, the thing is I'm great at writing. Conversations are like my bread and butter in storytelling. I love writing character conversations because they're so fun and they tell you so much about the characters. The thing I'm bad at, and this is the reason that the initial chapters are so hard to write, is that I'm bad with establishing settings specifically. I'm good at describing character. I'm good at describing what they're doing. I'm bad at describing where they're doing it. But in an established setting, I can just go for super long. I probably need to stop worrying so much about the setting, because typically it's not super important, but I don't know. That's definitely my weakness. I can fully admit to the setting being my weakness. I got a lot better at action scenes. I used to not be very good at them, but there are a couple tricks. One of which is to use shorter paragraphs. Walls of text do not flow very well, so it kind of makes the action slow. You don't like that. See, that's like kind of what I do in a synopsis format, but like, what's the castle like? I'm just like, wait a minute, does the castle have like large walls? Is it a dark castle? Is it like a magic castle? Are there like, you know, windows and stuff? It's like, what is the setting like? I mean, you get a pretty good image just from castle alone, but when everything else is like, you know, not on a synopsis level, instead of Cattail and MA went to the castle, it's like you have a full description of who Cattail and MA are. Yeah. See, but like that MA, that description of the castle right there, that's the stuff I'm bad at. Short, succinct descriptions that give you like, you know, stuff like that. Look at that. You're describing the setting way better than I could. But, like, wait a minute. There's fountains now? See, this is the stuff I'm bad at. I just kicked my computer. I hope that didn't do anything to it. This is what I get for not sitting like a normal person. Oh yeah, I cleaned my computer for the first time in like a year and 3 quarters. And by that I mean it's the first time I've cleaned it since I got it. So if it sounds a lot smoother, that's probably why. I have like 10 villagers with pumpkins. How the heck Are none of you able to buy these 36 pumpkins from me? I don't know. Hey, there we go. My pickaxe has been restored. It's a lot of stone. It's all just stone. Bad luck on that. If the pickaxe has been completely destroyed, can you rename it? You can rename it at any... this specific pickaxe, you can rename at any point without having to spend points or anything. You can name another tool if you want with the points. That is the point system's purpose, basically. Just to allow you to name tools. Yep, there's an axe, a pickaxe, shovels. Lots of options. Change the name of it? Yeah. I thought not. I mean, the pickaxe is fine now. I repaired it. Blah. Been dying. Big dying. Yeah. Yeah, that's what mending does. Mending's pretty good, you know? Look at all this raw copper. Copper's so obnoxiously spammed. Alright, I don't know if resurrected is the right term, but... what we need is more of this stuff. Cobbled deep slate. So what we're gonna do... we're gonna take this with us, and we're gonna head down to the depths. Yeah. Blah. Big dying. Anyway. Why is it so difficult to walk downstairs quickly? Welcome to the mines. This is where we do stupid stuff. Like mine things relentlessly. No, that's the Nether. That's the one with the fire and brimstone and all that stuff. Why didn't they call Blackstone Brimstone? That would have been so much funnier. We're not starting this again, MA. I refuse. I big refuse. Big refuse right here. Play. You know, this song is super weird for so many reasons. But, yeah. Oh. I've gone back and forth on the title of this one like 20 times. But I don't know, the title just fits. Oh no, I was talking about the previous one, but this one, this song needs to... It's not actually going to get a name change, technically. This version isn't going to get a name change, but future versions are going to. Or the other version, I should say, is going to get a name change. Because you can reflect character progression within the name of a song. Character progression which I didn't know was going to happen when I first made the song, so it completely out of my control. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Actually, this is one of the characters I was adding to that story I was talking about earlier. The reason I had to rewrite it. This is one of the 2 characters I was adding. Because they were from another thing, but yeah. Another really old song. Getting a lot of the old ones in a row. Well, I think Something Happy is not that old. It's not old at all, actually. That was 2022. Which is 2 years ago now. Was it 2022 or was it 2023? Could have been... I think it was... Was it 22? It was either December 22 or early 23. I don't know. Might have to check the archive for that one. Oh well. Look at all that deep slate though. It's beautiful. Don't know what each other's faces look like? I mean... I guess. To be fair, though, a lot of people didn't know what each other's faces looked like during the entirety of the pandemic. So, you know, excuse. Doesn't really apply anymore, but you know what? Yeah. I'm not really one to dwell on physical appearance too much, though. I say as my character avatar is literally just me wearing a cat mask. Yeah. Yeah. I imagine a lot of people are anxious about having face reveals. Personally, I just don't see what the big deal is. I just prefer to have, like, the mask thing kind of there for the aesthetic alone. I just think it's cool. See, you use a mask to hide your face. I use a mask because I think it's awesome. We are not the same. You know, I was actually realizing last week that I have a mask that's very similar to the cattail mask that I like custom made for a Halloween costume one time. But it's not the exact thing, but it's pretty close. And when I realized that, I was like, you know, I could technically like almost perfectly pull off the exact cattail getup right now. I'd just be missing the green hat and the cat ears, but you know, I could go without the cat ears. It probably wouldn't be too hard to make like a fake reed tail either. That would be like a fun thing to do for Halloween one time. It's just kind of dress up like that. I don't know. The big problem is that you can't see out of the mask that well. Not because the eye holes are, you know, bad. Rather, because the mask doesn't have eye holes. So, I'd need to make a different mask in order to get the cattail getup done, but, you know? Yeah. I'm not typically one for cosplay, but, is it cosplay if you're cosplaying as yourself? Vertical slits? Yeah. Of course, the eye holes would have to have the black tinted glass on them, because you gotta get it properly, you know. Gas mask, it would fog up really badly. Yeah. Honestly, the biggest obstacle to actually making a mask is the nose. I don't know if you realize this, but human noses tend to stick out a bit from the rest of your face. So making a somewhat curved mask, as opposed to a mask that contorts the human face, is a lot more trouble than you'd think. So the mask is going to be resting on your nose for a while. So if it you know, doesn't rest on your nose, well, not very good. So yeah, that would by far be the hardest part. It's just the nose. People wearing gas masks? Gas masks are definitely not my style, but I don't know, I never thought gas masks were that cool. Oh. That's a problem. I'm gonna need to head up there. Welcome back. Currently dealing with a lava problem. Okay. That should solve the lava problem. I lost so much deep slate to that lava. Alright. Actually, I could have just taken the nether portal. Hold on. This is probably so much faster than going through the stairs. Hold on. Actually confused as to my exact whereabouts right now. I know it's around here. Where am I? I need to link up those portals. Yep. That is what I'm doing right now. All right. Let's see. Is that correct? Is that correct? It's gonna cost me 32 levels to name this thing, god dang it. Well, I'm down to level 19. Okay, hold on. Book and Quill. Say, Hell Centered is negative 280, 35. May keep that in mind for when we head back into the Nether. Didn't mean to cause you trouble. Nope. That's a reward for a reason, MA. It's a reward for a reason. You spent your hard-earned points on that, and you get your what you bought. Well, I can't tell if this is better or worse than it just being named Netherite Pickaxe. What did you just realize? You could have. Gobble deep slate. That's probably enough for now. Your mind works in mysterious ways, M.A. Not what I was referring to, but... Alright. Back in the portal. Let's check the coordinates. That's... What? Oh. I don't even know where those screenshots go, by the way. So this way. So I think up is probably where. So hold on, I'm gonna... What the heck is this? I'm confused. Oh, here we go. Oh god, I thought that was lava. I was gonna explode. That is lava. Random pocket of lava. Why are you like this? Why is the game like this? You. Stupid. But look, now we have an easy way to access the Deep Slate mine. And this door actually has a purpose, oh my god. Isn't it beautiful? You know, just like in real life, my Minecraft skin doesn't feel quite right without having the sweatshirt. See, we love to see that. And 8 blocks of redstone. It's always good. 57 tough. Some gravel. And we need to move the dirt. We also need to repair our pickaxe. So the problem with this thing is that it needs to be loaded in order to work. Ugh. More water. I wish I could check statistics without Wow. Look at that gravel. Times used. Netherite pickaxe is far and away the most. I haven't only crafted one netherite shovel. That's weird. A 1,000 pumpkins is pretty great, though. 253 stone. I broke a diamond pickaxe. I don't know when that happened. 4,000 flat for red concrete. That's pretty interesting. $999 lecterns exact. It's pretty good. Oh, is it times used? So gravel is the most used block, with glass being right behind it. 18,000 glass. I used the netherite hoe 16,000 times. 14,000 sponges placed. 12,000 deep slate tiles. That's a lot of deep slate tiles. Not even 10,000 dirt or stone. 7,000 cobbled deep slate. Used a stone shovel pretty frequently. Netherrack only 6,000. 5,000 andesite, almost 5,000 torches. I've used almost 4,000 fireworks. $2,000 buckets. There's a couple of fun statistics there. I wish I could have the statistics up while the game is running, but unfortunately that's a no. I haven't generated any? Why not? How did you get out? How do you get getting out? Like how many additional slabs I'm putting down just to prevent these guys from spawning outside the thing. It's insane. I don't know why they're doing this. Just to make sure. All right. There we go. Ugh. Alright. Sourdough, chunky. Well. Should take it up with the CEO of whoever invented strawberries. Actually, that'd be like a really funny bit in like a comedy or something. I don't know, just some random guy goes up to God and it's just like, hey, idiot, you should have made the strawberries better. She's like, what? of all the things I could have changed, that's the thing you're upset about. It's like, yeah, you should have made the strawberries better. I don't know. I think that would be funny. But yeah, no. Totally valid complaint, but... Even worse is the housing crisis. Well, there's a lot of things God could have fixed. I think the housing crisis is really what's making everybody just kind of lose it. Because the only people buying houses right now are rich people and idiots. And those aren't mutually exclusive. Because if you buy a house, you're never paying it off. And if you're rich, you can buy as many houses as you want. Their solution would move out of the country. See, I thought about that, but there's a lot of other problems elsewhere. Like, it's a pick your poison thing, and the housing crisis isn't just a United States problem. It's a global problem. But yeah, no, moving out of the country, completely valid take. That housing wouldn't be the specific reason I'd move out of the United States, but yeah. Now have to live with roommates. Yeah. See, 50 years ago, they would have just called that marriage. But seriously, yeah. Yeah. Roommates are the ultimate, are you sure about that? It's just, you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. I'm under no illusions that I'd be a perfect roommate. Why is there a bat in here? 4, 3, and 2. So 4 that way, in the west. It should actually be 3. So 3 that way. I thought I took this one out of the shuffle playlist. I guess I was wrong. Ironically, my only problem with this song is that it's too quiet. But it's supposed to be quiet. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I think my hottest take, going back to like crises and stuff, I actually think the most pressing one is going to be an economic one, because so few people are going to be able to spend money on like consumer goods and stuff and entertainment. All these luxury things that kind of make a lot of jobs as more and more production work is handed over to AI. A lot of people just aren't going to be able to afford things, and that's going to mess with the economy a lot. I think that's going to be the most pressing economic thing, or the most pressing crisis they're going to have to worry about, because everything, it spawns off of income. And they can't just raise, well, they can't just inflate, because, well, that's just not going to work. Inflation already doesn't work, but it's going to not work even more. Why did it do all that? I don't know. I suppose my advice is just enjoy what you can while you can. Stock market's gonna crash. I think it's a matter of time. Yeah. Except this time, we have a lot more lethal things to worry about than just alcohol. But we aren't sending kids to the coal mines. We already know that big entertainment is kind of dying. Because, the big movie studios are not having a good time right now. Like, they get a win or two, like, once every couple years, but that's not sustainable. Not by a long shot. And I think they know it. So, that's going down. Video games are in the worst state they've ever been in. Like, again, by a long shot. So that entire industry is going to be suffering. Indie developers will probably be fine for a while, but it's mostly going to be PC because nobody's going to be buying the new consoles. Barely anybody has the current consoles. It's already a luxury. Yeah. And then books have just not been in a great spot in general. Granted, I think they're better off than people think. I do think books could definitely make a resurgence, and they're always going to have some kind of niche, but it's definitely not as big as it used to be, and it never will be. Also, TV is dead, and streaming is dying, so there's that too. So then comes the question, how do we fix this? Cattail, just bestow your wisdom, and how do we fix the world? And I say, ain't gonna happen, buddy. In its current state, life isn't sustainable. At least, not in the way that it currently is conducted. One of two things is going to happen. Either, A, everything is going to become automated, and we're going to start living in kind of a Renaissance era, kind of like back when that happened, and everybody's going to be able to just do kind of art stuff. Pursue the arts. In this case, it would be more creative stuff, indie development, that kind of thing. As more stuff becomes automated, people are going to have the opportunity to do more stuff. Or, what I think is going to happen, more likely... What I think is more likely to happen is that, well, yeah, no, the Sudoku rates are going to go up, definitely. But, in terms of general population, my guess of what is going to happen is that people are going to kind of start having an even worse us versus them mentality. And what's probably going to happen is that things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. And I mean a lot worse. I don't know about World War III, but something big's gonna happen. The MA, the thing I went through in my whole arc with that was that, well, it was less that, more nihilism, but the conclusion I came to is just because nothing matters doesn't mean that... Well, nothing matters in the grand scheme doesn't mean it doesn't matter, like, to you and to the people around you. I mean, I'm a person who's basically their entire MO is doing things for the people around them in some way, shape, or form. So that was my kind of my revelation that you know, if I can help even one person, if I have the chance to help someone out there, gotta keep going for that person. Who knows who that person's gonna be? Butterfly effect kind of thing, you know? That's the way I kind of see it. Maybe things won't get better for me, but I mean, I'm not gonna be around forever anyway, so... Yeah, just do my part. Yeah, don't let people take advantage of you. But also, don't be afraid of people taking advantage of you. Be careful, be cautious, be smart, but don't be afraid. Can't let yourself be ruled by fear. And you know, people are going to take advantage of you and your skills and your talents. It's going to happen. There are always going to be those people who see opportunity to use you and they're going to go for it. Sometimes they'll get away with it, sometimes they won't. But just gotta pick yourself back up. Just gotta go again. Because it ain't over till it's over. You know? Whoever decides it's over, you know, as bad as my luck is, I think I'll leave that up to chance. Either you die of old age or you get killed. I mean, or something really unlucky could happen, like disease or something, but I don't know, it could happen a million different ways at a million different times. You're never really gonna know. Anything can happen. So just take it as it comes. And do as you do. The world is a very unfriendly place. So if there's one person there to make it a little friendlier, then, well, I don't know. As long as you don't get tortured. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not afraid of death, I just don't like pain. It's a really, like, weird sentence, but, yeah. Sometimes also afraid of pain, so you feel like you're stuck. Well, kind of a poetic song to come on during this discussion, but see, when I was younger, that was why I didn't. That was literally one of the only reasons I didn't. That wasn't the only reason, but when I was younger and I thought about it, that was one of the only reasons. Because I was too afraid of the pain. Because I thought it would just hurt. And to be fair, I think I'm right. And for a long time, I was kind of frustrated with myself that the only reason that I was even still around was because I was too afraid. But no. It's alright to be afraid, you know? You can't let fear rule you, but being afraid is nothing to be ashamed of. And sometimes you feel stuck. A lot of the times you feel stuck. Most of the time you do. But you just do a little bit at a time. Do what you can. And your life is not going to get better in one fell swoop. You're not going to suddenly wake up one day and everything's going to be great. It's the little things. It's the small steps. That's how you get there. And those hard days are going to be on those steps. Those steps are going to hurt. And they do hurt. And they hurt a lot. And I hate it. But there's not really a reason to... Not really a reason to just give in. Because the only person that's going to lose if you give... Or, well, you're not the only person that's going to lose if you give in. But you'll never win if you do. You'll never get to see if you could do something more. You never get to achieve anything that you set out to do. You never get to help anyone else achieve what they want to. And that's your choice, but it's a choice you can't make lightly at all. A million different people give you a million different reasons for either option, but you know, it's something you gotta do for yourself. And whatever the choice is, think long and hard about it. Yeah. Yep. Positive comments over the negative ones. Yeah. That's just because negative things tend to stick with you more. Criticisms tend to stick out. You can receive, 5,000 likes on a video, but those 2 dislikes are going to be the ones that matter to you. Everything negative just is amplified so much by your mind because you always tend to focus on what you did wrong. Sometimes it's just impossible. And you can't please everybody. Yeah. I think it's impossible to not let people get to you. It's impossible to just always shrug your shoulders and walk away. It's not something you can do. Unless you just are completely apathetic, I guess. But the real trick is remembering that, but not using it as not using it as a reminder of what you did wrong. I don't know. Give you her comments on your family? Yeah. Yeah. But as a lot of good stories will tell you, is it really family if the only thing that you have in common is blood? Should it really matter as much? If they aren't good, then they aren't good. And although this doesn't really universally apply, judging the weight of opinions against the weight of their character is it's a good starting point. Do you want this person's opinion to matter to you? Obviously not, but yeah, a lot easier said than done. Yeah, no, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who has an MA. It's just not something... Well, we literally can't call it what it is because they don't want people to talk about it because they're so afraid of it. I find that the real problem. They're just so afraid of what's real. All these things of talking about themselves and their emotions and letting other people talk about themselves. That's the real tragedy here. I feel most people, on some level, can just connect with that feeling. But everybody feels guilty about it because that's just the way people have been conditioned to feel about it. It's not something to be guilty about. You know? It's normal. On some level, I'd even say that the negativity, having those kind of negative thoughts in the first place, is a little bit healthy because it shows part of your character. But the real test of character is overcoming them. But nobody overcomes them just by themselves, being selfish. That's not how it works. Most cultures don't bring up mental health. You think the United States wants people to go to therapy? Only if it's going to line their pockets, but mostly they just want people to be mental wrecks so they can exploit them with the Medicare system and the insurance policies and all this other stuff. Bad mental health is profitable for them. It's disgusting to say, but, you know, someone's got to say it. People are just so afraid. And the ones who aren't afraid have become apathetic. For the most part. There are people who have made it their job to help talk other people out of this mindset. Which is... It's just... It says a lot that has to be a job. Like, why? Why does that have to be a job? You used to want to be a therapist? Yeah. Well, that's just your desire to help people. But just all the baggage that comes with it is just so much, you know? I think it's fine to admit that you can't do something. It's good to admit that you can't do something. Or you don't want to do something, or you no longer want to do something. So his parents struggle the same thing. Well, you can. And that's what some therapists do. But that's not something that everyone can do. Not everyone can use their experiences like that. And that's fine. People handle things different ways. If anybody thinks they're perfect, they definitely shouldn't be a therapist, is all I'm gonna say. The game. I mean, hey, every little bit counts. You know? If you enjoy doing it, go for it. I mean, this is coming from the guy who's been Twitch streaming for 2 years with, like, 0 actual growth. I built that wrong. God dang it, I built it one to the side. Ugh. I'm bad at the game. But yeah. No, do things because you like doing them. You know, kind of on the topic of this, I hate the saying life's too short to, you know, do X, or to, because, like, you know, yeah, maybe in the grand scheme of things, life is pretty short, but life's also pretty long, too, you know? Like, I get that they say that to mean life's too short to, you know, be miserable or whatever, but it's like, life is not as short as you think it is. I don't know if you're like trying to speed run or whatever, but life is not the category I would have chosen as my speed run category. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing, but like, life's too short, excuse me. It's like average 80 years and rising, come on. 80 years is not a short amount of time. That average is skewed anyway. Where the heck did the other shulker box go? Am I missing a shulker box? Where the heck did it go? I could have sworn I had another shulker box that had dirt in it. Oh. I do. It's just the orange one. I'm not smart. Whoops. We're recorded through 2024 and that's a bit scary. Yeah. But, you know, feels that way every year. It's like, oh, 2023 is already over. 2022 is over. 2021 took forever, though, but yeah. Like this song right here, this song is almost 2 years old. I can still remember making it. Oh, did anyone want kids? There are different reasons I can see. Personally, I don't get why you'd want to, like, have biological kids. Because that's just insane. Personally speaking, kind of a big fan of adoption right now. If you can afford it, obviously. If you can't afford it, then maybe don't, but don't want kids, can't even handle yourself. I'll share with you a little secret. You're never going to be able to handle everything. You're never going to be able to handle really anything. It's just going to keep coming and coming. It's not going to stop. The brakes will not be pulled. But, I don't know. You're in for a crazy ride, but maybe taking some of the sights along the way. You know? Might catch something truly special. I'm just gonna put this away for now, so I don't have to mess with it. So I can move the dirt faster. Is my family generally supportive of me? Yeah, definitely. I think, though, there's definitely a difference between supportive and open, though. Like, I've been trying to be better about being more open with them, but, you know, just because they support doesn't mean they understand, you know? I don't share half the stuff I did. I didn't tell them I was streaming for a whole year. Well, almost a whole year. Didn't even know I was streaming. So yeah. I do know I'm lucky. At least in that way. Yeah. Parent is supportive. Yeah. I think we live in a very rough time where, I don't know, it's very difficult to actually, my parents told me one time that one of their parenting styles was to not do what everyone else was doing because they were bad. My relationship, I think damage is done. I think so long as there's a certain kind of power dynamic there, I think a healthy relationship probably isn't viable. That's my opinion. I don't know everything about the situation, obviously, but if there's any power dynamic involved, a healthy relationship is not viable. Maybe one day, but you're under no obligation. Blood does not make... It doesn't really mean anything, honestly. Other than if you need a blood transfusion, but it doesn't sound like it. See, that right there, I think, is a fundamental failing of understanding connection right there, is they want you to be more open, but do they know what you want in return? Did they consider what you think? And if the answer's no, like I suspect, then that's not a healthy relationship, and it can't be a healthy relationship. Like, it's okay to want someone to be more open with you, but you get what you give, you know? And if what you gave sucked, then what you're gonna get is probably not going to be much in return. Yeah. If they keep if they keep being persistent, I think probably a way to kind of help get them away would probably be to just say that, you know, you don't feel comfortable talking to them. Obviously word it however it would be, you know, most beneficial to your specific situation, but you know, if you don't feel comfortable talking to them, then let them know that and let them know why, because, you know, whatever reason. And if they get aggressive after that, that's your cue to run away. Well, not actually run, but I hope they wouldn't, like, start assaulting you after that. But if they do, then that's cause for getting the law involved, so. Even if you are over 18, that doesn't mean physical abuse is legal. Obviously, I don't know anything about them, but insulted you before for not saying much to them. So I'm guessing they just don't understand social cues for whatever reason. Because typically if someone's, you know, reading, you don't be like, hey, what's up? That's a no. Yeah. I mean, verbal abuse is still abuse. Not exactly reportable, but still something to be completely aware of. See, I'm like of two minds here. The optimist in me is just like, you know, maybe you can keep a door open, but like you're under no obligation to. I don't know anything about the situation. I guess if they put in an active effort to try and be better, and they apologize for the insults and stuff, then it's obviously up to you. You owe them nothing, but yeah. Not keeping the door open for them? Yeah. The only time you should ever, like, entertain it is if they make the move to apologize and actively try to be better. And even then, you know, it's still your choice. And if they really are being better, then they'll respect that. But maintaining safe distance, perfectly fine strategy. You know, maybe it'll be a miracle if it ever happens, but, you know, whatever. I just realized we're over 3 hours by quite a bit. Oops. But you know what? Yeah. Nonverbal boundaries are very, very important. You know, I literally have a sign on my door that says, "Stop, please knock first," because people used to keep opening my door without knocking. So, yeah. Anyway. We now have a storage space for our dirt, which is great. We now have hallways on the second floor, so we can expand the base as we need to. Yeah. Yeah. Or locking your door. Your door is a lock? No. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think we'll end it here. These chests are all empty. It's so nice. It's so nice having, like, free space again. Oh my goodness. Look at all these oak planks. I didn't even realize I had all these. I don't need the stairs or anything. Yeah. You know, thanks for talking so much, MA. Nope. Nope. I liked ending it on the other song. Stop it. But, yeah. Guess I'll see you Wednesday. Whatever time that happens. I have no idea when it's going to happen, or even if we're going to do that stream, because they could just cancel and do it some other time, who knows. So, but yeah, even if they aren't around, I will be streaming on Wednesday, so who knows. I will keep you updated, MA. Until then, see you next time. Have a good night.